very low glitter bomb. I don't know how many degrees I can throw them. I've never really threw them in degrees, but I'm throwing them in a big degree now. I'm here live from my computer, people. I have this wide ass Molly screen in front of me. Yes, I have a computer here. Look at you, look at you, look at that. Hey, hey, Blind Neil, check it out. My computer's working. I'm so excited. It was a rough go for a few weeks, but I was pining away no more. I said, I learned how to share from this crappy old thing. I learned how to, um, okay, I also learned how to, oh shit, I'm not entering the studio now. Yeah, cancel. Cancel for now. So, give me a link. Yes, come up. Invite, copy, paste, paste. Got a shout out to Basement Gardener. He freaking fixed it while he was on the computer. He is a genius when it comes to the fact that he had no access to my computer at all. But I just flipped the phone around talking to him. I was talking to him like this. And then I said, Here, this is what's happening. And I showed him like that. And he showed me and stepped me through it like very. He knew how to keep me focused and not fuck around and find out. So that was pretty decent. Because usually I'm like, oh. And he's like, hold up before you fucking clicks anything. And I'm like, he kind of knew I was about to click something. So I was very grateful. I got off the computer today and like I was fucking elated because I was like, you don't know what it's like because I usually sleep with the computer on at night, doing like some sort of a soul searching meditation vibe thing going. Not having that on my phone, like my phone would die at the end of the day or whatever, and I'm like, now, oh, look at that, Neil. That's gorgeous. I can't wait till you strip that.
And really close up to her.
Oh, sure, look at the little trichomes on it. Oh, the baby.
She's
Grow
doing
for
really
daddy.
well.
Hi, Sharon. Thanks for being here. I'm on my computer. Got to shout out Basement Gardener every chance I get now when I can
The
and when I
guy's a
know.
genius. Guy
Genius.
knows his shit.
Listen, I couldn't afford to bring it over to the computer guys. I couldn't. I didn't have it because I went and I spent the money on groceries. And what I got for groceries is going to do me a month. Yes. So I'm not worried about it. I was like, I'll do without my computer for another month. And he fixed it like that. Yes.
You ready to go in
Sharon.
the tent?
Oh, look at that. That's nice. Going in the
This is my
tent.
tent.
Give me solo layout. Solo layout. Wow,
My
look at the
tent.
feng shui to that. You got four
There's the
ratchet
light.
straps. Four ratchet straps. Holy shit balls. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Neil is growing.
Look at
Neil is
this.
growing. That's pot
Potatoes.
potatoes. Pot and potatoes. I love it. The two of the best pots. Pots and potatoes.
And this
I'm
one over here will be carrots.
mmm. Now you'd
But
all
yeah,
be surprised because I have no soil left. I put all my soil in with my worm castings, my eggs chopped up. I put in egg.
I'm not using dirt at all.
No.
There's no dirt in there. There's no dirt in there.
No dirt in there whatsoever.
That's cocoa and perlite.
Smart. Now, see, I like the dirt. I know I can't get my head around. I might try. I'm going to try and do a perlite in this. Oh, here we are. Sorry. I'm going to take you out solo.
Oh, right, my camera back up there.
Hey. Hey, Adriana. Welcome in. Thanks for being here, guys.
The thing with the cocoa, it has nothing in it.
But you need to keep your nutrients up, liquefied nutrients, correct?
Yeah. You just keep on up with your liquid nutrients. Exactly that. I do 1 day of liquid nutrients, 1 day without.
Right. Now, what I've been doing, because I didn't.
What I do when I water my plants, I don't water them enough that it's dripping out of the bottom of the bag.
No.
I just give it a little bit of water. I watch the plant. If the plant looks like it needs more water, then I'll come back in a couple hours and I'll give it a little bit more water.
Right. If it needs more water, you'll know it.
Yeah, because I can watch the leaves. If the leaves are down, it needs water. If the leaves are up, the light's too high.
Right. No,
people are always going, oh, you want your leaves praying. You want your leaves praying. No, you don't want your leaves praying because that's making them work. You want that thing to build energy.
You want
that thing to be making its roots and shit.
You remember?
Cheers, Wes.
MJ from up west. He's up west.
Yep.
He's a little boy. Yeah. He sent me that wide grow light, and he said, Shirley, he said it can be 6 inches off your plant. He said it's not that hot of a plant. He said it's not that hot of a light. He said
you never want your lights that close, though. Really,
no, but it could. It could.
Yeah.
He said you can have them 6 inches off the plant, and it won't be freaking them out. Right now they're at 10 inches, and they're loving it.
Mine is sitting about 20 inches above the plant.
I got them right here.
It's an autoflower. That's exactly what it wants.
Right here.
You look at the leaves. They're not up. They're not down. They're even.
This is the light. This is my first plant. This is my second plant. So it's 18 inches away from the second plant and the third plant. And they're 2 short ones. They're still in the fucking click grow with the basil. And I took out plants and put in the basil and put the plant
in.
The
way I was taught 30 plus years ago, was keep your light above the plant by about 20 inches for about like when it first comes up, keep it about 20 inches up. If you see there's a lot of stretch, move your light down.
Yes.
Because you don't want that stretch. You don't want stretch.
Yep.
If your plant is stretching, it's using up energy. It's using up energy that can be used for going outwards and downwards. Because downwards means roots. That's what you want. You want fucking roots. Once it's got enough roots, once it's got enough roots, it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Gonna go rocket power.
Yeah. Well, they shut up after I put the fan on it, because Basement said throw a fan on it if they're weak. If they're weak looking stalks, I said, man, they won't hold up shit. They'll hold up some weight now because the stalk is about a fucking quarter-inch wide.
Did you see how much mine's wiggling? Yeah. I got a fan blowing directly on that sucker now.
Good. Well,
it's just barely wiggling.
Yes, let it wiggle. It gives it. He said it gives.
The other thing I do is I not constantly, but through the day.
Get over there. I wonder.
I'm moving it by about 3 or 4 inches. So that way, through the day, the wind is hitting the plant from all the different sides.
Right.
That way, it's not just getting strengthened from one side. It's getting the strength from all the sides.
Here we go.
Like, yeah,
That's not bad.
I'm talking out of my ass for half this shit, but at the same time, I do know what I'm talking about. I have grown before. Might have been
Yes.
years and years ago,
I mainlined this one.
but the proof is in the pudding,
I
right?
topped that one, and I didn't top this one. I didn't. But I stripped everything. They were down to like nothing. I left it alone, and when I looked at them, I said they were pretty bushy, so I stripped all of it down to nothing. So there was no
Like,
fan in it.
I won't be doing any of that with this one because it's an autoflower.
Okay, these are photos, and I knew when it was getting bushy, there was no buds coming in where the fan leaves are. So I picked all the fan leaves off, except for them two now on the big one. And I'm
Well, the
thinking
thing
about
is everywhere where there's a fan leaf, when you pluck that off, there is a chance, normally a very good chance, that there's going to be not buds, but branches shooting off on each side of that.
well, there is. There's little
And every little crook
is a bud.
every little fucking is a bud site.
Right, but you can still take your fan leaves off.
Yeah.
Once the bud starts to form, once the little crook starts to form its little nugget, you can pull your fan leaves off.
The way I was always taught was to actually take the fan leaves off if they're turning brown, because then they're just using up you're wasting energy. They're wasting energy.
Right.
But at the same time, you need some fan leaves to actually make the energy.
Well, that's why I left
for the plant.
That's why I left.
Like that's what always confuses me about seeing people strip their plants. It's like, but then it's only the bud that's taking in the light to try to convert that.
Yes.
And that seems weird because you need your leaves to fucking convert the energy.
Sugar. So once them big leaves starts to fade, it's contributing back to the plant then.
Like once they're fading, that means that it doesn't have enough juice to pump into those. So you take those off fully. Yeah. That way, instead of wasting energy trying to keep those leaves alive, it puts that energy into the fresh stuff.
Like this plant got a side fucking stump growing. Instead of the one
again,
big
this is my knowledge with growing is just basic photosynthesis. Just knowing how plants fucking grow.
Exactly.
There's a little bit of weed knowledge of learning how to grow weed and other plants over the years, but it's still the same thing.
Yes.
Your plant needs leaves to convert the light into energy to then grow.
In 2 days, these are going to be 2 months old. And it's only a 6 to 7 week or 6 to 7 week flower time. So 2 months old is perfect for the veg time. I flipped it yesterday. I'm excited about it. I fucking flipped them a day early.
Like these are total. This one's a total auto. It's supposed to take 90 days.
Ooh,
so far, it's been 12 days.
Okay, that's all right. Now listen, if I could get my hands on some new kids, they have a train wreck strain that's a 2 month to finish, seed to finish, 2 months, and they're saying you could get up to 4 ounces with the right light off of each plant. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take it for auto. For an auto, and you don't have.
I don't know. I feel weird because I watch all these other growers. I'm watching their plants, and I'm watching their plants come up, and I'm watching them stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch.
That's their fucking.
And then I go online and I look up what should a plant look like after so many days.
Oh yeah, well that's just a
my plant. Standard. My plant is almost picture perfect.
Nice. It is.
I fucking love it. It turning out to be a beautiful little plant.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the potatoes really fucking took off on me.
And they did. That's good. Now you'll get a harvest from them in 90 days, right?
For potatoes, it's 7 weeks.
Okay.
But the thing is I can, like, once I know they're growing good, I can reach into the bag at any time and pull out baby potatoes and medium-sized potatoes, and it'll just keep on growing.
Right.
I don't have to destroy the plant.
No.
I'm just going to be reaching into the bag and fucking grabbing the potatoes I want.
Now I've got them sweet potatoes, like I said. I'm gonna make them grow.
That's another one that I might try is sweet potatoes. I might get Quinn to grab us a sweet potato next time I go downtown and see what I can do.
Yes.
The thing is I'm not sure about if the sweet potatoes have the same type of grow cycle as a potato. A potato you can easily have in 18 hours of sun.
No.
Same with carrots. The carrots are going to be interesting.
Sweet potatoes like 12 hours full sun. So maybe give it some shade.
So far, everything I'm trying to grow is going to be like 18.6.
Smart. 100%. Yeah. Do it till you can't do it. Till they show signs of weakness.
The carrots will be fun.
It shouldn't,
because carrots growing.
You're doing it great.
Growing carrots in cocoa. It's a little bit different than soil because it's not tight like soil. So they're going to grow a little bit more bulbous and stuff.
About soil.
The apparently growing carrots in cocoa, they're going to look more like potatoes.
Okay.
It's all fat and bulbous and
sweet,
misshapen and weird.
They'll be sweet. It's okay. You can still peel them and fucking cut them up.
Well, what I'm going to be using is I'm going to try to use this stuff called Root It, because carrots are a root. This Root It stuff is made to make roots grow more.
But just add like a gentle sprinkle to the middle of your pot.
Oh, fuck yeah. Absolutely.
Not a whack of it, because you don't want it to grow too upstream, because it'll strain the system.
The Root It stuff that I have, it says to put 5 milliliters into 10 liters of water.
Yeah.
This shit is potent.
Well, that's for like clones. You're looking. That's cloning roots. That's like worse than.
So all I did is use like a half a syringe, so like 0.5 milliliters into a liter of water.
Okay. Yeah.
That way it makes a nice. It's still the same mix.
And what are you doing? Are you moistening your soil with that?
Yeah.
Are you gonna water it in with that?
Yeah, preps the cocoa with it.
Okay. Okay. You'll learn.
It's an experiment, and so far my experiment is working.
You want to know. Do it. Have fun with it. It's an amazing blessing. It is an amazing blessing. Like I said, I'm very excited. I'm excited to see plants growing. I uppotted my friggin' spider plant.
I just keep getting a giggle because a lot of the bigger growers, they were shaming me. It felt like they were shaming me at the start. It's like, oh, how's a blind guy gonna grow? Well, now this blind guy, his plants are looking almost nicer than theirs are at the start. And he's like, oh.
Well, this is it. Maybe
I just listened to the plant.
You have something to prove, but you don't.
I'm just listening to the plant and giving the plant what it wants.
they're not gonna respond to you any differently than they want to. And don't let it take your peace, because guess what your peace is? You're still growing.
In the last 2 or 3 days, I've gained almost 10 subscribers again.
Have you now? Bonus subs.
I'm up to
tits.
I'm up to 876.
Ooh, and I'm pumping up to 420 by 420. I want 420 by 420. I've got 2 months to do it, right? That's March and April.
You gotta figure out how to make shorts, squirrels. You need some shorts.
Should I just put a pair of shorts on and go, here's my shorts?
Not quite like that. You look on my page.
I know.
I
know. I'm not that
potatoes I did. The potatoes I did the other day, I got 400 views on.
See? What the fudge? I don't know why my TikTok is blowing up. I've got 3,100 people subbed up to me.
Nice.
Since Mother died. And I'm like, holy shitballs. That's a lot of people. Why don't you come over to YouTube? That's what I'm telling everybody. I'm telling everybody.
Yeah, they never do.
They're stuck on TikTok. It's scary.
I did a video the other day that I just sat there. Hi there. Like, comment, subscribe.
I fucking watched that about 80 times.
415 views.
I fucking 80 of them are mine.
Well, that isn't how it works, but it's the silly little ones like that. It gains you subs.
Yep, it do. It really do, because you don't know what you're going to pop onto, because when you scroll
There was one day I literally just picked up the camera, turned it on. Please subscribe.
HBO
all
Max.
I said was, please subscribe. That's it. That's all.
Rich.
I gained like 20 subscribers off that one.
Yes, but you paid $22.99. And Neil turns his lights on. I fucking likes that one. $22.99 and Neil turns the lights on, baby. Woo! You get a chance at that garden experience, you know. I'll fucking sell you a fucking snowman when you're thirsty for a glass of water. We'll get this going. Don't you worry. Your plant's looking good. I'm proud of you. Be proud of yourself. And Quinn for helping too.
But next time I do potatoes, gonna be a little bit more smart about it. I'm just gonna take off single eyes and put them where I want them to grow. Oh. Not put a whole damn potato in there and just let it go.
You know what? I put whole potatoes. They went to seed in the cupboard, and I took the 5 of them and I put them out in the garden, and they shot up with plants. And what I did was I planted the slips off of them, right? But it was like they didn't work. It didn't work.
Well, if you had plants going upwards, you should have had tubers going downwards.
I know. We had a little tiny seed potato, a baby potato that's like this big.
Oh, yeah.
My nephew microwaved it. We ate it. It was delicious. We microwaved it.
The tiny ones are more tasty.
I know. Maybe
that's the nice thing is I got 5-6 plants growing in there right now. So that means all those roots are going to be popping out all these baby potatoes.
I have the sweet potatoes, and there's 2 big roots coming down like a fucking big old hair. I don't know how I'm planting it. Vicky said just put it in the ground, and the shoots that come out. And I'm like,
you put it in the ground about 4 inches down.
For sweet potato?
Yep, about 4 inches down under the surface.
See, I'm going to need more soil. I need a bag of soil.
You almost need the potato bags that I got. It's a 10-gallon bag.
Yeah, I got a bag like that, a black one, just like this grow bag. Just like the
Yeah,
grow
like
bag I
I
got.
have the 10-gallon grow bag. I have 3-gallon grow bags.
This one's
The
a 10.
10-gallon grow bag is for the potatoes. It has a little door on it that I can reach in.
Now that's fancy. I like that. I could probably fill that bag with soil and cut a hole in it, like a flap.
The thing is if you cut a hole on it, you're going to need some Velcro on there to be able to stick a door on there so as your soil isn't falling out.
Yeah. Sounds like a lot of fucking around. Sounds like a lot of fucking around. I think I'm just going to have faith in my potato. I'm going to give it a little squirrel stamp of approval. And yes, I just licked my hand. A squirrel stamp of approval. Psht. Slap it up before I wrap it up with soil and pray to the good garden goddess. He will provide.
This is one of the potato bags here.
Yeah, it's fucking perfect. It's just like my bag, except there's no hole. Where's the hole? You got a hole? The hole in there. Yes, there's a hole. Ooh, that's a heavy Velcro.
Yeah, because it needs to keep everything in.
Yeah, if you open that up, it's not going to all fall out, though. Hey.
No, like once you have it filled up, it's going to be packed in there.
Okay.
But yeah, that thing takes fucking 40 liters of cocoa.
Lock and load, Simon. Lock and load. Don't spray and pray. You'll waste your bullets. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Hope everyone's doing good. I am grateful this Monday. Made myself some fish tacos when I came home. They were fire and they were friggin' very cheap.
Nice.
Yeah, I cooked them, and if I
sure, it'd
be like $3 for 6 tacos, and I only ate 4. Yo, what are you at? The turbines, boys. Guess where I'm
at? I do smoke bombs.
On my computer, JCT. My computer is fixed, everyone. The ordeal is over. I was gratefully and tutelaged. No, I was tutored on how to complete the task of fixing the computer because I was not very computer savvy, but Basement Gardener was. Very smart man. If you go over there, check him out. Give him a shout out and a big old squirrels glitter bomb.
But you definitely have to go over there with a thick skin.
Why?
Some people, the way he is, can be a little bit rough.
Oh? I didn't know. Who's rough? I'll kick their ass. I'll bring my nuts next time so I can shake them. Yeah, nobody being rough. Better not be rough, would ya? Yeah. Don't let me hear anyone fucking around with you, because I'm not having that. Just saying. Just saying. You're my friend, and just because you're blind don't mean you can fuck around and find out. I'll cut a bitch for you.
I got my bongzooka.
Oh, there you go.
My bongzooka. I'll make everybody feel better.
Fighting a huge army in Bannerland. Where the hell is that? Is that like Paperland for Sheldon? Hello, Leprechaun Victor. Are you cooked up, sir? Are you feeling randy tonight? I know it's less than a month away for you. No, a little more than a month away for you. You should be going home for Patty's Day. But you're here. Talking to me. What are you at? Shouting out a good friend of ours, Basement Gardener, for fixing my computer. And without that, I would still be here on the little tiny thing going like this, trying to see my words. I can actually read the letters on my computer. That's fucking
That's always
exciting.
nice.
That is nice. I'm telling you, because I had struggle. You don't know. I've had to go like this for 90%, like this. Like, take my glasses down and read, because up here is no good. Yeah, that's the way. Where are you now? Come on up, you sexy thing. I'll promise I bite. Yes, gently. I'm a biter. Just saying. Guilty. I remember one time I almost had a man in tears because I bit his nipple so hard. And I didn't mean it. I just got a little excited. I got a little excited. He's like, oh, what are you doing to me, boy? I was like, I figured you were liking it. I don't know. Poor thing. Almost bit his nipple clean off. He was scared. I don't think he let anyone touch his nipple again. Had a rough day. Oh. Oh, picture an imaginary back massage in the form of glitter. An imaginary. Go soak your bones in Epsom salts and think of Sonia. And know she loves you. As he rubs the lotion on. I hope you feels a bit better when you're done your bath.
So that stuff I got growing. This is a bud of the finished product.
No way now. Hang on. Let me see that. What's that called?
Citrus pie.
Ooh, that's yellow. And they called orange hairs. Do them hairs burn nice or is it burny?
Oh, it burns nice.
Cool. I found when I smoked brother in BC, Mitch. Remember Mitch? XPD? Or is it XPD? I don't know. Mitch. You remembers Mitch from years ago. I don't know, maybe you don't. But he sent me some train wreck. But it was all orange like that. And the hairs on it were delicious, but they burned a little. Like they.
Oh yeah, that happens. It just means the plant was either
I didn't
a
burp
little
it.
too early or a little late.
Oh, I didn't burp it. I was supposed to burp it, wasn't I? I think I was supposed to burp it.
Yeah, you should always do that too.
He sent me a big old container of weed that I burped every day for like a week before I could smoke it.
There was
Yes, you will.
Lost Art sent me some modified skunk, and I had forgot to burp it.
Yes, you will.
For 3 or 4 days, and I went to open up the top. It popped off. Like I'm unscrewing it, pop. It's like, holy Jesus!
I have some exciting news.
Almost gave me a heart attack.
today when I looked up at my fucking SCOBY in my kombucha jar, I seen the bubbles that were supposed to be around the edge. So at that point, you're supposed to take out your SCOBY and cover your contain put a top on it, so to have the pressure build up. So it turns out like pop. And when I turned it over, because I said, "Oh, I should I shake this?" And I said, "No, I'll just stir it gently." And I flipped it gently to stir up the tea at the bottom. And when I did, the fucking top popped off. It went poof. And I was like, "Oh, if I had to leave it down, it would have popped all over the fucking counter." Yeah. I was so glad I flipped it quick. When I poop, it went poof. And I was like, "Oh!" And it popped like pop. I'm going to have kombucha. Lemon ginger kombucha. My own, homemade. Now, it mightn't be right. It might be right, because it's the first fucking time doing it. But I have the SCOBY. And I will be continuing its life cycle if I know how.
So I'm trying to cheat with popping carrot seeds.
What do you mean? How do
putting
you
them in rooted. I'm putting them in rooted to see if I can friggin' make them pop quicker.
But that's
it worked for the weed.
It's not good for them, though. It's not good for, and it's not good for the structure of your weed. When you go to finish that product of weed, you're gonna find the structure.
I'm not putting that much in it. Jeez.
What?
I'm not putting it in the whole time it's growing, just at the very start.
It doesn't need to go in until it's done seedling. When it's out of its seedling stage, that's when you put it in.
That's when it needs roots.
But that's when you need to have it. Okay, this is your level of soil. Okay? When you're done your seedling stage, have it here. Where when it starts to look for something to eat, it's got the rooting power here. Why put it up here where it's already, and then it's got nowhere to go? You're wasting it then.
It's still gonna go down through every time you water it.
Okay.
Your salts and your nutrients go further and further down into the soil as you water it.
Yep. Sweet.
I know what I'm doing, squirrels.
Mm-hmm.
I do know the science.
You do know the science. And I can't wait to get my hands on a grow light. I'm going to look for a cheap.
I thought you had a grow light.
Yeah, I want a bigger grow light. I want a better grow light. I want a 400 watt grow light. I want a 400 to 600 grow light. If I can get one. If I can get like a slim 600 for cheap, used, I would buy it.
That basement got me. This thing's a 340.
Right. That is not optimal for me. That's not optimal for me at all.
One of the things that you need to invest in is some mylar.
What's mylar?
To put on your walls to get more reflection to your plants. Gives them more light.
If I can get the right light in there, it don't need mylar. It don't.
What the mylar does? What the mylar does is it reflects the light
right
to the leaves that are on the bottom that aren't getting that light that's coming from the top.
Okay.
It helps reflect the light to those leaves that aren't getting the juice.
I hear you.
Like if you look at the tents, they're mylar from top to bottom.
It's 8 o'clock, fuckers. It's 8 o'clock. That's being shut off. It's going to night-night land. Night-night. I love you. And then I takes the fan away and puts it over here. So it don't.
I leave my fan on my plants 24/7.
Yeah.
Keep them getting strong. Even when they're good, because they still grow at night. You keep them strong.
Yeah. I'm probably doing a whole lot of bad shit here, but I'm going to try. It's gonna be good.
I'm
And
just
it's gonna
I
be
just mean like
better.
in nature the wind doesn't stop at night.
Correct. Well, it does here. Fuckers knows you're not in nature. You're within your home. It's where you're gonna be burned and fucking castrated. I'm castrating you as soon as you're
My
born.
plant I've named my plant Cindy.
Oh, brother.
And then when I'm at the very end, it's gonna be a cinder.
Oh, I like it. That's funny. You got funny. I'm thinking Daryl and his other brother Daryl, but they're female, so it'd be like Tina, and Tina.
I was thinking of naming my potato plants after the oh, what the hell, the hobbits from the Lord of the Rings.
I was gonna say name them French fry and fucking. I'm gonna be naming my pigs bacon and fucking pork chop and yeah.
These
We're
potato
doing it.
plants grow up to 40 inches tall.
Ooh, where?
Yeah, that's a tall ass
What
bush.
plant is that? Who's that? Who's
That's a
grows that tall?
potato. Standard potato.
Oh yeah, a standard potato grows 40 inches tall. Really? I don't want to grow potatoes. It's too fucking much. It's too much work.
I do because that's gonna cut me down on fucking a lot of food cost.
I know. The potatoes are going up, man. It's $8 a fucking 10 bag, 10 pound or 5 or 10 pounds. $8.
My fucking 10-gallon potato bag will produce 10 to 20 pounds of potatoes.
There you go.
And what I can do with those is, as they're ready, take them out, blanch them, freeze them.
Yeah, make potatoes. Fries. Make fries. Or you can make mash up and freeze it as mash. Now, it might turn gritty depending on the type of potato you have.
They're standard potatoes.
Okay? Then it shouldn't turn gritty. I takes my sweet potatoes, I cuts it up, I rinses them off, and I puts them up in the freezer. This is that simple. Yep. I don't blanch them because once I take them out of the freezer and throw them in the oven, the frozen process of thawing, it softens the potato, so it makes them cook faster.
Well, the all the blanching does is helps take some of the extra starch out of it.
Yeah.
And if you've ever fried up a potato, like a fresh cut potato, if you don't blanch it, when you're frying it up, it kind of goes gray.
You got to.
But if you blanch it, it comes out that nice golden brown.
Well, I used to buckets hotel those dish pans, the gray dish pans, filled with French fries. We fucking cut them first, 2 pans of it, and then we blanched them all off, and they'd be ice cold down in the fridge. And when someone wanted a fucking pan of fries, 4 minutes later, because you got them down in the fridge, you fucking blanch them off for 4 minutes.
They loved me in jail because I knew the secret of friggin' McDonald's fries at a very young age. That's blanching them in sugar water. When I started doing that in the jail and fucking serving up fries, oh my god, everybody was like, oh, these fries are so good. Fries.
Sugar water, that'll put the weight on them.
All that sugar water does is helps the fucking potato crisp up on the outside.
It releases the starch so the potato can crisp up. Yeah. Yes. When you're a cook, you have to know the chemical processes, or you're not much of a cook. That's
my mom was a baker. I learned.
Yeah.
I started cooking at like 5 years old.
Yes. If you don't know the process,
I've been cooking all my life. I've worked in professional places. It is too stressful.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
There was one one restaurant I worked at in St. John, New Brunswick.
Mm.
One day it was so busy there. Like normally the place was really slow. The Navy showed up in town. Fucking one of the boats pulled in. We were the first restaurant closest to the fucking dock.
Shit.
So yeah, we filled up.
Uh-huh.
These boys wanted fucking land food. They wanted it bad.
Yep.
I went from only needing to cook like 1 or 2 meals in an hour to suddenly
16
needing to
burgers.
have fucking 40 meals ready in 30 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Like,
there's 32 tables and they're all full.
The waitress said she looked in at one point and she said there was 3 of me moving around the kitchen.
Used to piss me off, man.
Because I had to. I was just doing everything at once.
Closing at
it was fun.
Closing at 11 and at 10:45, 6 people walk in. So we're not closing
Our
at 11.
kids go home.
No, that means we're not closing at 11. That means we feed the. If they decide they want food, because they have to decide then, or we have to start shutting down the kitchen. Because it takes the process, right? It's 15 minutes to shut the kitchen down. I got to put fucking 162 oysters away properly. Right? That's my section. Right? They got to shut their fryers down over in the hot section. I got to fucking put everything that way. So it's like, tell us now if you're ordering food. Oh, yes, that's why we're here. Everybody looks at each other and like, they came 15 minutes ahead of time. They know the rules. We got to fucking serve them. We got to wait till they're ready to fucking eat then. Because they're not ready they're not ready to order for at least 10 minutes. Right? If they can get their order in by 11, they get food, they said. And they were the server went by twice. And at 10 to 11, they put in their order. I was like, see, we get to go home at 12 o'clock tonight. And I'm like, and at that point, when buses don't come, the buses don't run. So I'm like, fuck. But that 6 top dropped probably $1,000 on oysters and wine and food and oh yeah, easy. Eating like kings till 12 o'clock. And then they bought us a bottle of wine to go around the house when we're done. So we've shut everything down then. I was the last one there because I had to serve them dessert. They fucking wanted dessert too. It cost them a good grand to come in on an evening and shut the place down.
I'm going to try something here. I'm going to see if I can come in with my other camera at the same time.
Okay.
Where is it?
We are here almost an hour. I'm going to shut down in an hour. Because I have things to do with StreamYard, and they're very important. Because I have an auction on the 1st, and I have karaoke's. So it's like, if you want to go live, I'll come up with you. There you go. Hello, pretty girl. God, she's pretty. She's pretty. That's an autoflower, hey? Citrus pie. Yep. Some citrus pie, Niels. Burning and growing. Bless his heart. And I was gratefully gifted some fantastic weed for my family. I have to say, I was feeling very grateful, and I'm almost spoiled now because the weed is fire. Smoke a couple of puffs out of a joint, and I'm fired. I'm like, I was at the bus stop, and as I was talking to people, and I looked at Buddy, I said, "Do you smoke weed?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Here, honey, try this." And I smoked half of it, and I gave him the rest of the joint. I said, "Man," he said, "Really?" And he gave his buddy a puff of it too, and the both of them were fucking fried on the bus. And he looked back at me, "Look at her," he said, and I fucking roared because here I was, innocently enough, right, baked out of my mind for the first time in months. In months,
okay, I do need to close that.
Awesome. It was awesome.
Having the double camera up, that was fucking me up because I was getting an echo off myself and stuff.
I was just staring into it. I was staring into the weed plant, like getting mesmerized. I want that shit spinning.
What I'm gonna try to do at some point is I want to set up the roller behind it, like first thing in the morning, start a stream so that people can watch it all day. Okay. And because it is an autoflower, you can watch that fucker grow.
Yes. But it's like watching paint dry. Sort of.
Right now it's going slow because it's literally building roots.
But if you go
once it's
in the morning,
when it starts going upwards, it's going to be shooting up anywhere from a quarter inch to an inch a day if I have nutrients and everything right.
Right.
It should. Okay. You'll be able to physically watch it just through the day.
Fuck's sakes! I seen one with the fucking. You had the stick behind it, and I was like, "Did I just see that grow?" And I'm like, I could have sworn I seen it grow a little centimeter. I'm like, for fuck's sakes! And then I stared at it for about 10 fucking reels of it. And I'm like, no, I'm fucking hallucinating, but it could have grown. It could have. Yeah.
Well, what was it? The day before yesterday, I was doing a live stream.
Yep.
And the leaves were a little bit down, and after I had watered them, then I started the live stream. And as the live stream was going, I could watch the leaves just slowly perking up.
Oh, love it. Love it. It's funny.
And it's fun watching it. Like,
yeah, it is fun watching it.
Unfortunately, right now, the stand that I was using for a camera stand, I'm now using it as a fan stand.
Okay, that's fine.
So I don't have a camera stand, so the only thing I can do is put the camera right there in the pot with the flower, with the bud.
Squish the camera down into the flower like this.
But now it's too low because it's
getting too high.
Going up.
So you need to fucking angle it and put a rock under it.
Like at some point, I'm going to be putting, once I move the light up higher, I'll be actually probably mounting a camera in the corner of the tent.
Okay.
Looking down at the plants. So you'll be able to see all the plants.
Cool.
Because I want to have at least 3 carrots going in the one pot. I got the potatoes in another pot. I got the pot in another pot. I want to get some green onions and stuff like that going.
I'm going to use buckets, salt beef buckets. Salt beef buckets and big buckets. Like the one that I have out there.
I'm liking the cloth pots, and I have risers and fucking trays for underneath it.
Yes.
So that way it keeps the pots like this high above the trays that I have it in. But I'm not watering it enough for the liquid to be coming through.
No.
If I can help it.
Well, you kind of know. You know when she sucks it less, right? I feed in increments. Like if I got a full 2 liter, I would feed it like this much of it and then see how fast it drips down. And then I'd feed another drop of it and see how fast it drips down.
The potatoes today gave them 2 liters.
Oh,
no problem.
Okay. Don't feed it no more till it needs it.
No water was coming out. Yeah, like that's what I do.
Because it's
But there was no
absorbing
water
it.
coming out the other side.
Yeah, you don't want that because it might cause it to fucking rot. It might. It likes
I'm
a
watching
nice
them.
green
I'm
soil.
watching them.
Yep. Good. Good. But I'm here
I
5 minutes.
I did my research before I planned on it.
Yeah. 55 minutes and 55 seconds pretty soon. You know what that means. I'm going to bounce on out till tomorrow. Bless you. Cheers. Appreciate the smoke, rip and chill. Thanks for the rip and chill. I appreciate you, my friend. Throwing glitter bombs at everyone. Thanks for being here, even though you're silent. Oh, there you go. You're not silent. Bless you, Marshall. You should see what I got going on for my next action. You need to come check it out. It's fantastic. It's very Martian-y. Yep. I made mycelium man. I did. And I love you guys. Throwing glitter. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody. Hit the thumbs up.